Welcome to the Big Fish Contracting Podcast. I am your host, Eric Podcast. I am your host, Eric Deringer, along with Tanya Weltzine.
Good morning, Eric.
Tanya, how are you?
I think I'm better than you today.
I am feeling a little under the weather. We were going to put a plexiglass thing in between us because Tanya's going on spring break here soon and doesn't want to get sick, which I don't blame her. Yeah. I don't know if I'm contagious or not.
We're just taking the gamble today.
We are.
And that's okay. We have some distance here.
Maybe, wasn't it like Windex or something? Like from My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Like if you just sprayed it, it'll just kill everything?
Yeah. I'll just Windex myself after.
Anyways, I don't like being sick. I also don't like going to the doctor, so I'm just trying to power through.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. We could have a whole episode on what bothers us about the medical field.
Oh gosh, we're not going to go down that road.
You know what would be a great topic, though, is to have my sister-in-law, Mary, who was an ER nurse for 25 years, just come in and tell stories.
She's
a great storyteller.
Some stuff, yeah.
I probably would have to sit it out because I got a weak stomach, and it always makes me want to throw up.
Like when Tyler got injured, and I show you the photo of his injured
hand.
That
was mean.
That was
intentional. Lindsay does the same thing. You're just mean like her.
It's fine. No, I just wanted
I don't
to
need
share.
to see it.
I thought you should see it.
One of our carpenters hurt his thumb.
It's pretty ugly. He's fine now. No surgery required.
None.
He's healing.
His thumb grew back.
No, it didn't
Which
detach
is nice.
or anything.
Yeah. His thumb grew back.
He's got an extra one now.
Yeah, he can only count till 4. But now he can get up like 4.5.
Oh.
In a month, he'll be back to 5. Anyways,
so beyond that.
So you're going to spring break. Where are you going?
Yep, we are going on a cruise. Sporting out of Texas, and goes to Mexico and Honduras, and
nice.
It should be fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to it. The kids are getting so big. They'll probably won't see them half the trip. Mm-hmm. They'll probably be making friends. I already heard them chattering that they're gonna
make friends.
Make friends.
So just you, Ryan, and the children are going?
Correct.
Okay.
Nolan is not. He's gonna stay home and work.
I love that kid.
He's got an ethic. He is. Yeah.
Nolan's like, I'll pass.
Pass, and he's gonna take care of Luna.
That's nice.
I think a feeder at least.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we have a topic
yes.
at hand, which was a follow-up to a recent topic that was successful online, which were homeowners' horror stories, which, is, I know, kind of negative, but
it's a little bit negative. But this life stuff happens.
It helps because, everything is fixable.
This is so true.
Usually things aren't as bad. They're bad.
They're totally bad. But
a lot of times for homeowners who don't know, they're horrible. But for professionals who have been doing it for a long time, they're typically not as bad as maybe the homeowner might think.
Right. And it is, at the end of the day, all fixable, which is really important to remember if you encounter your own homeowner horror, because they do happen. Yeah. They happen to plenty of homeowners.
Yeah. Just a little money, a little love.
I mean, but yeah, you're still alive, you still have a roof over your head, so keep it in perspective. Let's talk about this first one.
Yeah, well, our producer, Amber, a.k.a. Amber, also known as Amber.
The producer.
She's about ready to have a child.
She could have a baby any minute. She could go on a labor today. She could have this baby today.
Yeah, well, we have a party for this baby on Saturday, so wouldn't that be cool?
If she went into labor at the party?
Well, we wouldn't have to have the party, which would be nice.
Eric is thrilled for the party. At least the party's not on your birthday.
No, but I did just hear you almost scheduled a sales meeting on my birthday. And good thing Franny stepped in. He was like, I don't think he's going to want to.
Day, Franny. Shout out to Franny.
That is
a good friend. And, I picked the date and I was like, this seems oddly familiar date. Like in my head, I was like,
why does this have like a feeling of Christmas?
It was
Eric's birthday. Yeah.
Should have known. Yeah.
Yeah. Grown-ass man loves his birthday.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so I moved that meeting. No worries. We will not have a meeting on your birthday.
Yeah, but Romeo, he will be my second grandchild. He is due right around my birthday, so we could share. We could share a birthday, which would be cool. I don't think he's going to see me until he's on his birthday, until he's old enough to golf.
Sure.
Because that's what I like to do, stuff like that on my birthday. But anyways.
It would be fun. My mom, Nolan shares his birthday with my mom by a day. Like I was in labor on my mom's birthday. It's kind of cool. They have a little
thing.
A little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like little birthday buddies.
I know
share a
Lindsay
cupcake
will
and
plan many Rome birthday parties on my birthday, and I will be there.
You're gonna not have a choice. Yeah, you're gonna have to learn to share.
Let's talk about Mike's ice dam issues.
Okay, the ice dam nightmare. This is from a Mike. Now, we're going to preface this that these are scenarios that have happened to Midwest homeowners, not necessarily customers of Big Fish Contracting.
Amber dug them out.
She did. She went
on forums. However, some of these I'm sure that we would be able to relate to from some of our own customers, especially ice damming, because it's popular.
It happens a lot.
In the Midwest. Well, go ahead. What happened to Mike?
Mike, we had Mysive.
Mysive.
Oh, that's a fun word.
Do you need me to read?
Can you help me? MASS.
It's massive.
Well, sometimes when your brain reads quicker than the words come out, that's what happens.
Do you want to read it from the back to the forward? Out everything, rot and shingles, the under, up, back to water.
Okay, focus.
Okay.
Focus. We had massive icicles hanging off of our roof every winter, but didn't think much of it. One spring, water started dripping through our ceiling. Oh no, water in the ceiling, never good.
Never good.
Turns out we had a huge ice dam forming every year and eventually caused water to back up under the shingles and rot everything out.
Yeah, this is Mike. If I was talking to you right now, I would be Mike. It's okay. I wouldn't consider it a nightmare. I think we're gonna get to some nightmares, but this is ice damming.
Yeah.
I'm not, Mike. I don't want to minimize your issues.
It's an issue,
but it happens.
And it happens to a lot of homes.
Now, what causes ice damming? We've spent a lot of time. Check out some of our podcasts. It's usually mostly related to an insulation issue. For lack of heat's getting out, causing ice dam to build up. Insulation usually solves it. But if you don't have a very good roofing system, that allows the water to get in. Mm-hmm. So in this case, Mike, sounds like we need to take a look at your insulation and your ventilation system as well as your roofing system.
Correct. Yeah, so in that scenario, we would look in the attic.
Yep.
At full inspection.
Make sure the insulation is dried out, taken out. Drywall is really easy to fix and really inexpensive too. But we'd be definitely looking at that roofing system to make sure the flashings, because ice damming will happen. And if the water's on the outside, it's okay.
Yeah, a fixable problem, many solutions. We have insulators we work with regularly.
Yeah,
that are pros at ventilation and roofers. Okay, so story number 2, the finished basement that flooded. Dun, 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 dun.
Her name is Sarah. However, this actually did happen to one of our customers this
Sarah.
past year when we had that record rainfall.
Yep.
We had just finished a basement.
Literally that Friday.
And
the carpet went in, cabinets.
Well, let's talk about Sarah's problem, and we'll see.
Sarah bought a house with a beautifully finished basement. First big rainstorm, completely flooded. Turns out they finished over existing water issues and hoped no one would notice. So unlike our homeowner, this one probably had foundation issues.
Yeah,
and
or
water was coming in or something.
Yeah. And and they finished over it, and then you find that's always really tough, because even from an inspection process, there's really, if it's finished, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to see if it's dry.
Yes, and that's why going back to permitting and inspections, it's really important to, if you're doing a remodel, to have those permits in place, because they're doing something called a rough inspection, and during different phases of the project. They're inspecting it before all that finished work is in there, because you can't tear out carpeting to look and see what's underneath.
I mean, it is pretty. It's almost sounds criminal for somebody to finish a basement that they know would have existing water issues and then sell it.
Right. However, they might have also not known. This happened to Ryan and I. We finished our basement and had brand new carpeting down there. And I think that first summer, so the carpet wasn't even a year old, basement was finished, went away for the weekend, came home, completely saturated carpet. To the point we had to rip it all up. And
what caused it?
There was a small crack in the foundation that then we had to... He dug out the exterior and then put in bracing and foundation work.
Yeah, and put in drain tile around the outside.
And the drain tile,
and
exactly.
connected it to the sump pump.
Correct.
Which,
yes.
Yeah, so that even that's fixable. That's a large project, sure, but Ryan's a plumber, so it certainly works in construction, so it certainly helps to have him in your back pocket.
It does, but it does happen, and that is something with... any existing home, that's been around. I don't want to say all homes have issues, but when you're coming into a house that you haven't built yourself or weren't involved in the building process, you kind of learn it. It's like when you meet someone new and you start to peel back the layers,
Yeah.
So
you do.
Kind of have to learn the
One of the things that we see, because we're in our exterior world, would be downspouts, gutters, making sure that the water's routed away from the foundation. Mm-hmm. That's what gutter extension or downspout extensions are for, having gutters pitched right. Because we will see a lot of water issues just as a result of poor water management from the downspouts.
Correct.
So that's just something to keep your eye on. Okay, let's look at a DIY electrical situation. Now, these ones are the ones that are going to be dangerous, probably.
Electrical work should not be done unless you know what you're doing.
These are always the worst. I watched a little reel the other day of an electrician going down into the base, or it wasn't even in the basement, it was just a panel right next to a toilet with electrical wires coming in and out everywhere. There was smoke coming from the breaker. He didn't know exactly where, and the homeowner said to the guy, my nephew did the work, he's real handy. And the electrician said, oh yeah, when did his house burn down? She's like, 2 years. How'd you know his house burnt down? It was pretty funny. Real. But that can happen. So we have a previous homeowner updated the kitchen themselves, and we found out later half the outlets weren't grounded. Some of the wires were just taped together behind the walls. I think that is probably I think it's the most dangerous as far as when you have a poor work done from an electrical standpoint, because fires can happen and it's just flat out dangerous. But we do see it a lot.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of false hope. If you watch enough YouTube videos, you're like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
You really got to be confident you could do it.
You got to be a risk taker to do your own electrical work.
I would just recommend hiring a professional.
Yeah, well, we don't see how it turned out, but hopefully Kevin got an electrician. Shout out to Mark Barbie and our electrician here with Big Fish Contracting. He's awesome. Call Mark. He'll figure it out for you.
Absolutely. Oh, goodness. Story number 4. The deck wasn't attached. Jenna, I do hope this is resolved before anybody utilized the deck for fun. We had some people over and noticed the deck felt a little bouncy. Had someone come look, and turns out it wasn't actually attached to the house properly, just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, like a tree, like a fort. Yeah.
Wait, I mean, that sounds kind of fun.
It's the deck fort. We see a lot of homeowners that tackle their own decking project too.
Again, because it seems like Lincoln Logs. Just kind of put it's relatively simple. It's a square, it's a rectangle. Yeah. So it's a simple shape.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
But there are codes
Yes.
And there are definite ways of doing things and ways of not doing things. And decking, just like anything, is one of them. So, well, hopefully she was able to get it, Jenna.
Yeah.
Jenna was able to get it repaired.
Standing upright, it could have been that the boards weren't secured down. Maybe the actual structure itself was sound, but maybe some of the boards.
I mean, I have seen it where they put posts. They don't attach it, and they just kind of have it free floating with a little space between
the home and the deck.
home and the deck. And that technically should be attached. It's a ledger board that's attached, and then there's ledger lock, which locks the board in, and the joists and are through hung on hangers, and that's all the proper way of doing things. But decks are a big one that we see a lot of poorly designed built decks.
I think this is one of those, if you're interested in building a deck, really do your research, because deck prices can probably be one of the trades or things done on your home that have the biggest discrepancy in pricing.
Yeah.
They really...
And they're expensive.
They are
and
expensive.
The products, because you can go with green treated, which is very inexpensive from a product standpoint, but high maintenance over the life. Or you can go with like a AZAC, a PVC product that is maintenance free. But the cost difference between the two is dramatic.
Right. So that's just, I would really research decks a lot before you put one on.
Yes, and probably the biggest thing that I see with decks that are poorly framed is the footings. So a lot of folks, they just think, I can put a 4x4 right on the concrete patio. Well, the concrete patio is floating, it's moving, and your house isn't. And the deck is attached to the house, and then this deck is just moving over here. So the footings are really key in the success of a deck.
Correct.
As well as other things. But, well, Jenna, hopefully you got that taken care of.
Yeah.
I didn't hear from her, so I'm assuming she did.
She must have got it figured out. Yeah.
The flip with cosmetic everything. Is that like a chick who did like a whole cosmetic surgery, or is this a house thing? Why did I say a chick? Maybe it was a guy.
Maybe it was a guy.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No discrepancy here. Okay, Alex.
Oh, it is a guy.
It
could be a girl though. Alex is a girl's name too.
Everything looked brand new. Paint, floors, cabinets. But within a month, we had plumbing leaks, doors not closing right, and uneven floors. Inspector later said it was all cosmetic work covering bigger issues. So this is the whole...
Just kind of putting lipstick on a pig.
I was going to say that, but I thought it'd be weird coming out of my mouth.
Why?
But I was thinking
it's not weird out of my mouth.
I guess not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we see that a lot.
We see that a lot.
We see this a lot.
Not meant to be a derogatory term. I think the thing I don't like about the phrase
it's derogatory towards pigs.
Right. What do pigs have to do? Those poor
pigs like, hey, I thought I looked pretty good.
What do you mean I need lipstick?
Right. Comparing me to this shoddy work?
I mean, I feel bad for the pig.
I do feel bad for the pig.
Which is why I didn't say the phrase.
But I didn't. I mean, it's what you said, Do we have an uglier animal than a pig?
I don't
even know if they're ugly.
I wouldn't consider
little
it
potbelly pigs are
that
cute.
Could mean some of it could be kind of cute.
Little potbelly pig.
Like, when did we as a society determine a pig was ugly?
That's a great... Let's
and beauty's going to be high of the beholder, so, I mean...
You know what would be fun to do on this podcast? Is anytime we have a question, let's just chat GPT. Let's just find an answer. When did pigs become ugly? Can you think of another ugly animal? Amber, you got any?
Like maybe an antelope or...
or something.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Those cats that don't have any hair are pretty disgusting, too.
A hairless cat?
That's what I'm saying. It's like putting lipstick on a hairless cat. That's our new saying. But even them, some people think they're really cute. So, yeah. Alex, my son, being one of them.
Yeah. So but what we're trying to say at the end of the day is you can make something look very nice, but over time there could be some issues.
And we see a lot of that on the HGTV type stuff. We do.
Like, all of a sudden there's doing these major home renovations in 6 weeks.
It looks beautiful, but like, wood moves a lot, right? And so a casing around a window might be tight, But then when it acclimates through humidity and stuff, if it's not glued, if it's not pinned right, all of a sudden now there's gaps where there wasn't one because just things move so much. So that,
I always think back to like people throwing flooring over flooring. You know, I think about when I first bought the house, there was flooring under flooring,
Yeah.
you know, and then you go to redo it. It's like, well, what the heck is under here, you know? And there could be issues with the subfloor, but if you just automatically go over it with something new, well, it looks nice, but what's going on the subfloor?
Yep, and we find that with roofs. It used to be very popular to put multiple roofs on a house.
Yep, just shingle right over the top.
People aren't doing that anymore. We're same with siding, just adding layers of siding. And you can do it. Certain applications are easier than others, but we pretty much always tear down to the substrate and just get down to the framing, so we can check and see the integrity of all the actual gut, the bones of the house.
Yeah.
And then start putting it back together. But
right, and
this
what happens is
popular.
it maybe it costs a little bit more now, but it would cost a heck of a lot more if you didn't and then had to redo it.
Well, which is what brings us to our next story entitled "The Snowball Effect."
Imagine that!
Wow!
Look at that, Laura. Well done with the snowball. We just wanted to update our bathroom. And once we opened the wall, we found mold, bad plumbing, and structural issues. Ended up turning into a full gut renovation we weren't prepared for.
Yeah, that happens.
That definitely happens.
Yeah, I mean that happens even when you don't find rot and mold. Just sometimes the nature of doing construction is one thing leads to another.
You touch one thing and it's like, oh, touch that, and before you know it, you're redoing the whole thing.
Because the systems are, a lot of these systems are connected. It's unfortunate, when you find mold and bad plumbing and just structural issues, but we do find that often. Because things are hidden. And again, a lot of these that is the importance of having qualified contractors or contractor being a part, even if you're going to do it yourself. My hope is that you would know somebody. Like we look at homes all the time. Our guys can see through walls.
Correct.
Just because 30 years in the business, we know, we have seen so much.
Right, or even certain building trends, like you can know the age of a home and go, we're probably going to run into this because this house was built in 1970.
And this is what they did.
And they followed this procedure in the 70s or whatever.
And then in the 90s, they were doing this. And so that's absolutely true. So just to be able to, before you jump in on a DIY project, I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that we do is doable by homeowners with some talent,
Sure.
I don't think it is unlearnable or undoable, but to have some advice, and some wisdom kind of guiding you through or helping you prepare if you're going to tackle a project yourself. To get some boots on the ground, if you will, in the house, take a look at it would be advised.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And part of what we do here is anytime you call us for a consultation, I like to call them consultations because they really are. I mean, you could just call and want answers and not sign for any jobs, and we're happy to do that, like educating the homeowner.
Well, in fact, I'm going up to an appointment soon where they are looking at, do we do an addition, do we remodel, or do we sell the house? And I'm going to just go meet them and look and see what they have going and talk. I have a pretty good kind of pulse on the real estate market and then what it costs to remodel, and there's a lot of decisions that go into that, school districts and neighborhoods and stuff like that. But we're happy to do that at Big Fish. Love serving our community.
Absolutely. So, upon all of these horror stories, Eric.
What?
Well, I've shared some of what's happened in my own home. Have you run into any of your own horror stories?
I mean, when we did our remodel, there was a major wall between my office and the dining room that was a load-bearing wall that did not have any bearing point. We didn't know it was a load bearing wall until we gutted, and we said, "Oh, that's a load bearing wall," and it was sagging over. It was a 12-foot wall, and it was sagging over 2 inches. We had already finished the basement, and so this whole ceiling was painted tongue and groove, which is not easy to pull apart. We had to pull that ceiling apart and add framing and structure to be able to bear the load above it. We had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's our house, you know.
And that's your own home.
Yeah, it definitely happens. It's, I'm pretty laid back about things because I've been doing it for so long that I know it's all fixable. It might cost a little bit more money, but even when you're planning a project, it's good to have a little slush fund.
Oh yeah.
For finding these surprises, and be blessed if you don't. But more than likely you will find something.
Especially on those major overhauls
that you're going to want to do. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Hope you found that.
Hopefully you don't have any horror stories, and
if you should,
call Big
give us
Fish.
a call.
We're happy to help.
262-470-1114.
Bye.
Bye bye.